It just depends on what the vibe.
You ever
is,
smack a girl?
Look, don't get yourself in trouble now.
Like if she asked you to, because girls like
certain things I can't say, but just use your imagination.
killed someone.
No, certain things I can't say because it might be taken out of context. But
No, because like,
I'm gonna tell you in another way.
okay.
I am a very, very intense person,
Mhm.
right? And there's a lot of levels to me, and they come out depending on who I'm with
Mhm.
and like what level where they are. You know, if a girl allowed me to express my dark side, then we're gonna see
And
what
I'm
I.
smacking
You
that
do, you
bitch.
do S&M?
If a girl allowed me to express myself in certain ways, then
Like
we'll see what
bondage
happens.
or anything?
You know what I'm saying?
If
like
if
Mr.
the
Gray.
woman
50
he's with
Shades.
allows him to express himself that way, then yes,
So that's
the answer.
yes. That's fascinating.
I know the name. Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
You
50
should let
Shades
me
of
bond
Mario.
you.
You should-
Let me bond you.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Lip Service, and we're excited to be here. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
Oh, and with us for the very first time ever,
Absolutely, I'm in here.
Mario is here with us.
Absolutely, what's going on?
Yes, and you have a brand new song out, which we are going to talk about because we're very curious about drowning.
Okay, okay.
Okay. In other words, we just watched the video because we got a little sneak peek. I know
See,
it's
they be
out
sending
today.
y'all. I don't even know they sent the video out.
Did you
already.
see it?
Of course.
No, I'm
I saw
kidding.
it. No, I didn't know they sent it out to y'all already. That's what's up, though. I'm happy you saw it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got to see the very sexy video
Thank
that you have. Now, the ladies are going to weigh in on this, but first we want to hear from you.
Mm.
The content of the song, being in love
Mm.
with more than one woman at a time. Is that really possible? Can you have the same love for two women?
I'm gonna rephrase that though. So the situation was, I broke up with my ex.
Mm-hmm.
In the process of like dealing with the realness of losing a friend, losing somebody you were connected to sexually, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm not thinking about relationships. I'm not thinking about nothing. I met someone,
Mm-hmm.
and like the connection was crazy, and we hit it off quick, right? And in the process of that, it's like there were certain nights we be hitting it off, we in the bed, and I'm thinking about my ex, like real thoughts, like real like you know the stuff you see in movies, and like the face flat, like them type of situations, because it was the first girl I dealt with after her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the song was really about. I wasn't in love with her. It was lust.
What's
you
the
know?
time period between when y'all broke up and
Yeah.
you started falling for somebody else?
4 months.
I have this theory.
But I see. Hold on, let's go back. I didn't fall for her though. I didn't fall for
Kinda.
her.
Well, okay, so
It
you don't
wasn't
call it falling for
no,
her.
No, it wasn't falling.
It was a lust.
Definitely, we had a deep connection. I think for me, it take me a while to fall for somebody.
Okay,
know what I
deep
mean?
connection.
So with the new
Yeah.
girl didn't turn into a relationship.
No.
So it was
We
kind of
just
like a
started.
rebound.
Yeah.
It was a rebound.
I can relate. I had a
Ah,
little
shit.
situation that was like
Little lituation.
Look.
Who
Well,
knows?
I had a little situation,
New boo situation.
a little something. You know, it was a little fling.
I wouldn't even call it a rebound though, because it wasn't like it. And we took, because I met her shortly after, but we didn't like have sex or anything until like, 3-4 months after we met.
Mhm.
So it wasn't really a rebound. It's just the connection was.
The connection.
Yeah, you know what I'm
was
saying?
strong.
Like the connection was strong. See, a rebound to me is, I consciously would make that decision that this is gonna be my situation to help me get over that. It was none of that.
It might have been a
happened.
subconscious rebound, like that
You just
didn't.
wanted to be. You just you just needed to be.
No,
be
because
that.
I have this theory, right? They always say that men and women deal with breakups differently,
Mhm.
which I do think is true.
It's very true.
Hell yeah.
I think for women, when we break up, like we call our friends, we're miserable,
women.
we cry, we deal with it.
Crying.
Yeah,
Sick.
and that depends
in
on like
general.
the
Oh,
situation.
in general,
Especially it depends on like how you broke up, like what caused the breakup also.
and I think for women, when we break up, we kind of know it's coming before it happens. Like
Yeah.
we done broke up 4 months ago before
Right.
you even knew we.
In
broke
our
up.
head, we
Right.
plan for
Yeah.
it.
Maybe even a year.
Yeah,
In some
sometimes
cases.
we've been
Yeah.
distancing
It
ourselves.
depends on the woman you're dealing with, though.
But
'Cause
then
I
I
know
think-
some women who just go hard. Like they break up and they go
Right,
on a
right.
spree. They want to get they rocks off.
Men do
And
that
then,
too.
no, but yeah, of course. But and then to that specific point, and then they're like, all right, I'm gonna chill for a minute.
But
You know
see,
what I'm
I'm saying in general, guys, and they've done studies on this,
Yeah.
have been known to, when they break up, they immediately try to go out like that night or, pretty soon after and act like it didn't happen, and they don't deal with it until months later.
It wasn't.
And
like
by the
that for
time they
me.
start dealing with it, we over it.
Yeah, by the
So
time
it's
you
like
start
a
being like, I miss
switch.
you.
Nah, I wish it was like that. It wasn't like that for me because I lost a friend. You know what I'm saying? We were friends.
Well,
And
why
I
did
think
y'all break up?
I mean, I don't even want to get into all that. It just, it was just the timing was crazy for both of us, and we were both trying to make it work, and we lived on like separate coasts, so it was just crazy. Yeah,
I feel like if the woman does it and she goes on like a little rampage,
yeah.
it's because she's trying to make the man jealous. Like, and that's a fact. Like,
Yeah,
you be
nah,
thinking like,
for
oh,
sure.
I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna show
Nah,
them like,
And
right?
guys go on their rampage because they're just
That's true,
whores.
though.
Right.
yeah,
It's
but
just
then
natural
they'll
for
be
them to
like,
turn
you're a
into
hoe
whores
and
because
you've
they're
been,
just whores.
you had it in you all this time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You've been
But really,
wanting to
it's
do it, so
them.
it
It's
backfired.
crazy you said that because I got a homegirl who called me recently. She broke up with her dude. She's like, I just want to go out. If he see me out with you, he gonna know. I'm like, yo,
See?
you're not about to use me for no.
Right.
Nah, that ain't happening. Nah, handle your shit. Like, nah.
And
You're
I
sending it to the blog.
Right.
and I feel like guys be more sneaky about it. Like if you ask, are you seeing anybody, even though he done fuck 5 people,
Facts.
he'll be like, nah, I'm just,
I'm
Nah, you're
chilling.
not lying.
yeah.
Nah.
They're gonna like,
That's-
we'll be like, a lot of guys have been asking me out.
I'm
Mm.
dating.
I'll be honest. I'll be like, well, actually,
I don't know, man.
Actually, there's this one guy, new back.
Only girlfriends really know what girls do.
That's true.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
And sometimes
it's tricky
not
out
even
here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's
yeah, and
tricky.
sometimes not even
Yeah.
You know what
that.
I'm saying? So you just gotta hope you got a good one, and hope that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all don't have no super crazy friction, especially when it's a friend of yours. But you never know until you know.
Now, when y'all break up, do you still talk to the person's like family members and friends and stuff like that?
He's going through
I wouldn't
this right
say
now.
nah. It's just funny.
Did you
'cause
play
all
the
of this-
song "Break Up"?
Nah,
Baby girl done dumped me.
nah,
Don't worry,
nah.
next
It
one
wasn't.
coming.
Yo, it's crazy. Like it wasn't even no time for all that. You
Mhm.
know, it was just like when you're an artist, like you're constantly on the go. Like even when you don't have music out, you still doing shows, you still traveling, you still taking trips doing this. Like, so there's a lot of ways to like kind of not think about the situation. But like I said, I can't get past this fact. When it was your friend,
Mhm.
it's a whole different type of situation.
You're used to
when you-
talking all the time.
Yeah, it's
First
like,
person
you
I
know what I mean?
call when something
Mhm.
happens.
Yeah, like, and then it's like when they like, look, I can't even be friends with you.
Mm.
See, I can handle being friends with a girl after breaking up with her. Real
All
talk.
guys can.
Right.
Like
They
I can
still
handle
wanna
being
fuck
friends.
sometimes.
No, no, no.
Like Mario messed
I'm not even
up.
talking about that level. No, I swear to
Friends
God.
with benefit.
Negative. Nope. I'm talking, because we had that talk. Like I can handle being friends with you. You like doing your own thing. Like I can handle that.
Most
I'm at
guys
the point in my
can't.
life
Until
where I'm at.
That's good. That's a good trait to have.
And that's
but
real.
most
I'm not
guys
just
can't
saying
handle
that. That's
it.
real.
I
Until
could be
she's
friends
getting-
with my ex too.
I can
Not
handle
until
that.
she's getting fucked raw and she tells you.
Damn. I wish you tell
Damn, Luria.
Because they're
Oh my
friends.
God.
Yo,
They're friends, right? Like,
Do we even tell each other
He
that?
came at me last night. I think I might be pregnant, girl or boy.
Well, yeah.
Nah.
I don't know if we
See,
have those
he don't
discussions
think
with
that's-
men. Period.
I don't think he thinks that's so funny anymore. Like you
nah,
gotta. It's certain.
I'm telling you, I can. Nah, I
For
can.
real?
Yeah, I can definitely.
And then do
It's
you
just-
share like, yeah, I busted in this girl.
It depends on her level of if she can handle it. Yeah, I'm at the point in my life where like I just want full honesty, full openness. Like I want to know, like, cause I told her like I'm like, look, if you need to be, cause she was younger than me. I'm like, and this is not to say this was her character, but I'm like, if you need to be a hoe right now, and you really feel like that's what you need to test the waters, go do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta lie to me. You don't got like that's how
Go
real.
stick your
Sound
toe
like
in
a
the whole
trap.
pond, girl.
That's how real I like my situations to be. It's just 2018.
But when she go out and be a
You know what I'm
hoe,
saying?
you gonna take her back after that?
If I love her, yeah. Like I'm not.
You special.
Listen, nah, but look, we in 2018. It's like my child, right? Not to say that she was, but I don't want my child lying to me about shit. You know what I'm saying? If I have a child, I want my child to feel comfortable with being honest with me.
But
Yeah.
there's a difference between being honest and like disclosing a lot of information that you don't have to. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's where it get tricky.
hmm Because we just had this conversation, right? She
But
said,
that's how you get back into like, all right, I quit smoking, but I'm gonna just smoke tonight. And then I ain't gonna smoke tomorrow. Nah, like you either all the way in or you all the way out.
I quit dicks, but
But
I'm
for
gonna
tonight.
have some dick tonight.
I had to bring that dick back.
Friends with benefits.
Do you feel like you have to be really like private with your personal life?
I feel like each relationship is specific to the two people and what they are when they're alone and what they are when they're together. Like it depends on what they can handle
Mhm.
and what y'all goals are. You know, some people have goals of building business together. You know, if that business is social media, then obviously, y'all doing shit together, whatever.
Like if you're
Some
doing
peop-
fashion over men and she's doing fashion over women and y'all post together.
Check.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's like, it depends on what y'all vibe is. Me personally, I'm not putting you out there until or talking about our relationship in public and telling no it's something that's gonna be long term. Well, I feel in my heart it's gonna be long term.
Can she get like a birthday post?
Of course. Yeah.
I don't
Definitely.
feel like I've seen you do that. Have you done this before?
I
Did I
have,
miss
but
it?
y'all might have missed it.
Yeah, see, I blinked.
It must have
Yeah.
been on Instagram story.
Yeah.
That's what
I have,
it
Shauna.
24 hours.
And I'm a control freak. Like I don't like nobody being able to manipulate anything I do. Like that's just how I've been since day one, and I guess my social status can vouch for that.
Mhm.
But if I know somebody personally, like I'll let you all the way in. Like it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
How do you manage to stay like grounded, being that you came into business at a very young age?
Yeah.
And we've watched you grow up and mature over the past like 15 years.
That was my shit too. Braid my hair. That was my song.
Yeah, well, he can't.
Look at me, I know you see a grown ass man getting his dough back and forth to the studios, hopping out limousines, rocking the latest jeans, Jordans fresh,
Hey.
t-shirts new, and even though these things, I remember the moment I recorded that song here in New York.
I was about to
just
come
got
in
off
too.
tour.
Right, Lori, I was about to jump in.
I had
The
just
remix.
got off tour. Oh no, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, she was about to do the remix with you.
Nah, she ain't had enough drinks in her yet. She ain't had enough done yet.
Lay down my lace front.
Remix.
Blew my wig.
360 frontal on you,
Nah,
ho.
it's crazy. Like when I sing it on tour now, they be like, brush your hair. Boy, I come, bruh. The ladies, of course.
That's
sing it.
fire.
But nah, yeah, man. Good
You must have
time.
had some
Yeah.
crazy experiences, like as a 16.
Oh, you was asking me,
Mhm.
how do I stay? You said, how do I stay grounded? You was saying something, and then we started talking about something else.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
Yeah.
just difficult because we see so many people that like grew up in the public eye,
Mhm.
and you do take breaks. It feels like step
Yeah.
back a little.
No, I do.
Mhm.
Purposely, I do. And some of it wasn't purposely. Like some of it was like business things that went sour, me figuring out. I grew up, in the industry. I grew up through before the Digital Crusade I came out, and then it's like all of that happened, label mergers and all this. So it was really me finding my creative and my the right business situation that made sense for me to put out a body of work that made sense. And I feel like this album is like a representation of that, and a representation of my growth as a writer, as a producer, as a creative, as a conscious person, as an aware person. But back to your question about growing up in the industry, I think me growing up in Baltimore and seeing so much at an early age kind of gave me just like this reality check that nothing in the business or outside of it could ever really give me. Like I saw drugs, I saw violence, it was never put in my music because I was always like branded as, a soulful young singer, but in a sex symbol or love song, whatever you want to call it, right? But
Were you
I
okay
saw
with
so
being branded
much.
that way, or did you want to do more? Like,
I'm gonna get to that. I just want to say this part real
Mhm.
quick. But I saw so much growing up in Baltimore that when I came into this, I was like, oh, it's really fake, kind of, sort of, like in a way. I think now the digital age is revealing a lot, but before that, you could get away with everything,
Yep.
and nobody, like, unless you knew somebody, you ain't hear what was going on. Now this shit is just like
Now
this with it, like, you know what I'm
hit
saying?
the-
You can
it
air a
hit the
nigga out.
gram running
Niggas be airing each other out on the gram, like arguing over like,
live.
you know
and
what
all
I'm saying?
types.
So it's a little different.
which era do you like better?
For where I am now, this era for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, this era. I think that it was kind of inevitable, once the internet like became the monster that it is. I think I've been prepared for this, prepared for this era, prepared to be the voice that hopefully that my music will allow me to be now from this point moving forward.
Are you answering
Yeah.
DMs?
Sometimes. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
All right, so
sometimes.
for the ladies that
Slide,
want to DM
ladies.
Mario,
But it's
what,
like-
what can they
it's
say to
not-
get your attention, or like what gets your attention? Because I know people be sliding in
No.
them DMs.
And it's
weird.
two DMs too, by the way.
What you mean?
It's a DM, and then there's a background DM. What we call
What?
the other one? So the background DM would be
The
like,
requests.
yeah, the people that want to DM you, but you don't follow them, and you ain't. And then there's people that you know what I'm
That you
saying?
follow?
that
Yeah.
you follow, and some of them don't. I don't be following them, and they be in the special DM.
I don't really know, but the request.
That's
joints,
because
like,
once you reply to
Yeah,
them,
you
then they
reply.
move
usually,
over.
this is how I work because I don't like going there just randomly looking for whatever.
How they moving over there? Oh, sorry.
Nah, I didn't know that either. But if I have a show or I go out somewhere and I see somebody or I meet somebody, I'm like, look, I don't give my number out. I'll be like, yo, hit me in the DM. And some girls be like, and some be like, I bet. You know, so
About 90% say all right, bet.
I would say about 85, 90%.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
So-
curve a little bit.
How though?
It does.
How?
Like, I can't have your number, but you want me to DM you? Psh.
They probably like, what's the
How?
odds that he's
But
gonna
that's
see
that's
the
that's
DM?
that's the psychological game people play
I
with
don't give
themselves.
out my
Because you'll
number. But
go.
what if she says like, well, okay, well, let me just give you my number. You don't
Nah,
want to
see,
take her number either?
I'm not playing all that psychological shit.
Bitch,
Look,
my
Because I'm
phone.
going to
Nah, we're
think somebody's
not doing all
not
that.
interested in me if they won't, like, take my number or, you know what I'm saying? Give me theirs. Like, DM
So
me.
yeah, and how do you
Right.
know like what? So she's supposed to say like, yeah, this is Tammy. I had on the red dress and the
Nah,
purple shoes.
You
this
told me to
y'all
DM,
gonna let
you
me
told me
talk?
to DM.
I'm about to tell y'all.
Because you
I'm about
told
to
like
tell you
10
to play.
bitches to
The DM you, right? So how do you know what you want to do?
He laughed.
Tell y'all to play.
Okay.
It's like, all right, psychologically, right? When I say that to you, if I be like, ooh, and you like, yo, so like, what's up? I'm like, look, hit me on the gram, hit me on the DM. You're not even gonna know it's me. If I take the time out to go and find you on there, that means that I'm interested. I'm taking the time to do that.
But if you're interested, why you got to do all that? Why not just be like, okay,
because
What's your number?
Nah,
Yeah.
this is genius. I'm gonna
Nah.
tell you why. Because he
Not
could
doing
either be curving you or really interested. You'll never know till this motherfucker hit you back.
And
That's-
not only
that's
that,
one-
not
or
only that,
doesn't.
But-
the other thing is he gonna see your page and scroll through your shit and see what you
Exactly.
about.
and
before
most
he
importantly,
decides to get
they
We
gonna
live
look
in
at
a
them
different
tag-
world.
Them pictures you, the
That's
pictures you
smart.
tagged
You
in
know what I'm saying?
mean a lot more than them pictures
Yeah,
you
the ones
post.
you tagged
I've already
in
seen it.
because the ones you tagged in ain't got Facetune and they ain't got all the extra filters and angles,
Nah, he-
and
Exactly.
you get to see a real.
Nah, but
Okay, so let's
what?
just say you
Because
meet a
he seen her
girl.
don't mean he know what she into.
Right.
You learn a lot about a person by what they post.
It's like looking at their
that's true.
profile.
I mean, to a certain
Facetune
degree.
ain't going
To a
to-
certain
Okay, so
degree.
let's just say you meet a
Yeah.
girl, you like her, like, okay, you know what? She DMs you, you go on her page, she got a picture with Usher, she got a picture with Ray
Yeah.
J, she
got a picture with Trey Songz.
You
with
got a
Trey
sex
Songz.
film coming out next week.
Right. Does that make you feel like,
This the thing, man.
She
Like,
gonna
you
get Love
gotta,
and Hip Hop.
if you're, first of all, you have to already know, like, if you got to know what you want out of the situation. It's like if you're going on there and you still communicating with a girl that's out here taking, you already know kind of sort of she's a socialite. She out here moving around. So you know what time it is. You could either entertain that or not. I'm into. I have my different days where I'm into different things, but for the most part, I'm really into women who are like in tune with themselves, a little more on the aware side, aware of how their energy is moving, because I'm very sensitive to that, and that's how I am. Like I invest time in my health, I invest time in my mind, my body, my soul, my whatever it is, I invest in it. So 9 times out of 10, somebody I'm gonna really rock with is gonna be more like that than. All right, who can I get a who can I, and not no shades to them because they
Right, 'cause
cool.
that's exciting
They
for
cool as
people.
friends sometimes, just to laugh with, hang with, go out with. You know what I'm saying? But like on a personal tip, usually the girls that I spend time with are usually more like in their own space, do their own thing. Like they might even take a picture with somebody famous, but they won't post it,
Right.
or they might post it on their story, or like you know what I mean.
Get you a feature. They might get
Yeah.
somebody in the video. You
Yeah.
never know. You might be cool with it.
With me, it's always the no judge zone. So
Right,
like I
right.
got girls who like super like that I know who's just out there just fucking everything.
Right,
That's
but
cool.
At least you know that's what
That's where they at,
they're
and
not
that's
trying to pretend to be something
yeah,
else.
and that's cool too. Like deal with
Do
your
you
life.
There's a lot of these girls out here trying to pretend.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Would you not date a girl like that? That you found, say she's just done with that life. And she used to fuck with mad dudes, and you know that.
Listen,
And now
She got it out her
wants to
system.
perform.
You know, but he said when he told the girl, like, listen, if you got to go through a whole stage,
yeah,
do that.
like,
And I asked him, would he take her back? He said, if he fuck with
I'm
her.
simple. It's like this. Where are you now? Who are you now? Who are you today? What are you about? What are your goals? What are your dreams? You know what I'm saying? I personally like dating girls who've been through a lot of shit because I've been through a lot, and I can relate better to them.
Right.
I relate well with women who liberate themselves from really dark places. Those are the women that I'm attracted to. Really deep, dark people who just know how to balance it out.
Sounds like that sex would be amazing.
It is amazing. It's always the best.
I was thinking that, but I ain't want to sound
That's
like,
like-
a freak
that's
on,
like my
on the
type.
couch.
It's my type. Like, yeah.
You gotta go to the slut walk. He's like, I like
No.
women that are
No way.
liberated.
Yeah, you crazy.
You can find
Yo,
a lot.
Shy.
You would definitely find a lot of women there. A lot of women, period.
Nah, I'm saying more.
Hang
I
out
think
in the strip club or something.
I think today, I see a lot of women that are liberating themselves
Mhm.
from that phase or certain phases in their life. It's not always about being a hoe. It's deeper than that.
Right.
Because I believe that, being the mystic that I am, I believe that both men and women have very deep trauma within our DNA that needs to be healed, that comes out through different lifetimes. So it's once you heal yourself in this lifetime, then there's a whole other level of healing that you got to do to really become that light that you truly are on a soul level. And that, I mean, obviously that's like a deeper conversation, but to me, it should be the norm.
What if you were having
Yeah,
sex with a girl and she started crying?
Oh, that's
happening.
happening.
Normal.
Damn, what are you doing?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's really normal. 100%.
happens to you?
I knew he was gonna say that.
Nah, facts.
That happened more than once, right?
More than 5 times.
And you don't
Damn.
say any. Do you hand him a tissue?
Right.
Nah, it's not even about the tissue. I feel it with him. I want to dive in there with you. I
So
wanna
you
feel all
like
of
that? It doesn't freak you out at all?
Nah, because that when a woman open up to you,
I've cried
I feel
having
that
sex
energy.
before.
It's like that expansion is what I want to feel. I want to feel that expansion.
But what if you don't know her like that and she starts crying? It's fine.
It doesn't matter. Time and space doesn't exist on a soul level.
So what would make a woman cry during sex?
She's like,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
trying
you
to
think.
trap you off.
What you
I'm
think?
just
Because you
asking.
asked
I cried during
hold on.
makeup set.
You asked the question, so it came from somewhere. So what do you?
Well, no,
think
because
makes a
She
woman
did
cry?
it.
what we were talking about was, just connecting on that level and coming
Yeah.
from a dark space. And I'm thinking sometimes sex can be very emotional for people.
It should be.
And they start crying during it. I've
Yeah.
never cried during sex.
I have more
Ever?
than once.
Never, ever.
I think I have twice.
No, I have more than once, and I cried during makeup sex before. Like,
That's crazy.
I don't wanna
But-
So
play,
let
I
me
love you.
paint a picture for you. So imagine you meet a guy, right?
Okay.
And this guy introduces you to a level of yourself that you've never experienced before, right? And it starts before sex. It starts on because I just think different people understand different levels of being, existing, loving, whatever the case may be, right? And you say you did. Would it freak you out if you felt so overwhelmed with the energy that was coming through you that you started to cry?
That would have to happen to me. I have no idea what that would be like. I'm sure that would be a very freaky. But I can't even see that happening to me.
But tears just come out.
Interesting.
It's not like
I can't even see because I'm just not like
No,
that.
I was boohoo crying,
Oh,
and,
for
like
real?
talking. Like,
But see, you were
I was
going through
explaining
that was
myself.
makeup sex.
that was
That's-
that one time, but I cried before too because I
But-
just felt like love and I
Right?
felt good.
Was
I
it
felt energy.
overwhelming?
I felt it was overwhelming, and I literally cried. Like,
I know
and,
what'll
and
make
he's like,
Angela
"Wipe my tears." Like, why are you
I gotta
crying?
tap
And I was
into
just
my
like, I don't
emotions.
I
know.
I know what'll make Angela cry.
What?
Yeah.
Anal.
Yeah, definitely cry if that happened.
That bitch will cry then.
I'll cry because if somebody sticks that in there, I'm not gonna expect it, and it's not gonna feel good. We're not gonna be prepared. It's gonna be dry, and I'm gonna bleed, and it's gonna hurt.
That's the
You're
thing,
not gonna
yo.
bleed, Angela.
Like, who you having sex with? Like, are you is it forcefully? though?
Mandingo.
No,
Like-
I'm just not having anal. I've never done
Nah, I
it.
feel you.
I'm not doing that. And listen, you would have to, do that KY jelly. It's a
The one with the
preparation
blue
thing.
top, the liquid. Oh,
They're coming out with an organic one, by the way.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So you
that
know.
makes me happy. I might start doing anal again. Y'all know I stopped doing anal. I might start doing it again.
I
haven't
feel
done
like
anal in
when
years.
you are making love or having sex with the right person, you won't need none of that, bro.
Oh,
Shit.
I don't know.
Not for
I'm
that
telling
booty
you,
hole.
you don't
I
need
don't use
you
that.
don't
You don't
need
use the booty
none of that.
anal?
You
well,
don't need
you
none
know,
of
because
that.
they're proud sponsors of lip service. I definitely use KY. But realistically, no.
Really?
Nah,
I
baby.
don't
I
use
can't put
spit or
nothing in my
anything?
booty hole without
spit, but
little.
that's just
No.
like in the moment of just.
What about some 1942?
Meanwhile, why is my cup the only one almost empty?
I told you it was only going to take 10 minutes to get to this conversation. We was like, yo, Bad, how long is it going to take y'all to get to like
To
5
anal.
minutes?
42. It'll close up
5
all
and a
those
half
wounds
minutes.
also.
No. You don't put 1940. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
Yo.
you can't put alcohol on anything genital. That
Damn,
shit
you put
burns.
Patron in your butt?
I suck dick with Patron. Like I poured.
Oh, we said your butt. You put it in your
was
butt?
super lit.
No,
Man,
on
that's
his dick.
crazy.
Oh, okay.
I put Patron.
What
You
type of
licked it up.
There's
Patron
certain
was it?
people that's
Was
I'm
it
not going to let
silver,
you use
añejo,
that.
Did it
or
burn him like it
reposado?
burns us?
I'm
Because that
so
shit burns.
confused. Where's the question?
It was the green one.
Yo,
It was
this
the
is
green- it was
crazy.
You so basic.
Oh, you put
No, I'm playing.
silver?
You supposed to do it with the platinum one.
You
Oh
need
my God.
añejo on that dick.
You trying to bring out some
Reposado
different
on that
spirits,
dick.
huh? You trying to bring out some
It was a
different
good
spirits,
night.
huh?
I'll say that.
Wow.
Did
That's
you get
intense.
drunk? Because we need to
Well,
know.
hell
That
yeah,
is
I got
intense.
drunk.
So what was it? A triple shot?
Nigga, I had more than triple.
I'm talking about on the dick.
Yes.
That was a size reference. Get
So
it?
can I ask y'all a question? Like, I'm just curious. Like, and I'm gonna start with you, Ange. So, I just want to understand. Like, we talking about connection and sex and all that. How much do you need to be? How important is connection with sex with you? Because I know some women who can fuck a dude and not be connected with him. Like, what is that?
I think when I was younger, the connection wasn't as important. And I think I also had boyfriends like randomly. Like if I was just talking to you for a while, you were just like my boyfriend. Even if I wasn't in love or anything, I would just be like, well, he's a person that, I'm with him all the time. So I might as well I always used to have a boyfriend.
Right.
And then as I got older, I realized like a boyfriend should be somebody that you could potentially see yourself with. So that got a little more serious because I'm like, okay, I got to get more serious in my life. So I stopped like just, I would just randomly like, okay, let me go out with this person. Let me go out with that person. But when it comes to sex, I don't know that I would, I don't know that I ever had like deep spiritual sex ever. Like,
do you feel like you need to be connected to yourself on a certain level in order to have that with somebody else?
Like masturbate?
Perhaps, I don't know. just in general, connected to yourself on a certain level, like.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like for me, I feel like everything in my life, like even when I'm so distracted. Like I do a million different things, and I'm super busy, and I don't really take a lot of time to like connect to myself. And I feel like I just started meditating.
Oh, I went. Oh,
right. So some yoga would help. But I also don't feel like I have real issues. You know what I mean?
Because you're living your best life.
It's so connected. I think that like you're like getting your pussy in and you're thinking of the rumor report. And you're supposed to
know
think
what?
about what's going
Open that
on
nut.
right there.
I'm gonna be
Exactly.
honest, like when I get my pussy ate, I wanna make sure I come. Because I hate when you're like right there and then
man.
And it don't happen.
Oh my God, I
so
hate when
annoying.
I'm about to come.
So annoying.
And then he switches,
He does something else and it goes
or like
away.
sticks his finger in because
You gotta
I
pick his
don't like getting
Some
fingered
fingers
while you
out of
eat it
there.
out
Me
either.
Don't
I
put
really
your finger
like-
in me while you have your tongue down there.
Yeah, I don't like
Leave
that.
the fingers.
I don't think I mind that.
Grab my nipples or something.
Like, does
Don't
that happen
fucking
for
put your
guys? Like,
fingers in my
if
pussy.
you're getting your dick sucked, Mario, and somebody's like, and the girl like switches the rhythm or like
Don't stop.
the
Nah,
position,
stop.
can that
I'm very, very expressive. So like, I'm not gonna let you make the same. No, I'm not gonna let you make the same mistakes over and over.
That's
And it's
what
not even
you-
mistakes.
So he'll let you know. He'll tell you. Like,
Yeah,
look,
like
bitch,
I'm gonna tell you, like
you
what's-
should have kept with the tongue action.
I'ma tell you what I like.
you ever
I'm
call
just-
girls
got
like
loose.
bitches in bed, like for fun, like bitch,
Yes.
don't. You never did that?
Yo, yeah, I did a lot of
Okay.
things. Yeah, but I think it's levels to it. Like it just depends on what the vibe.
You ever
is, yeah.
smack a girl?
Look, don't get yourself in trouble now.
Like if she asked you to, because girls like
Certain things I can't say, but just use your imagination.
killed someone.
No, certain things I can't say because it might be taken out of context. But
No, because like,
I'm gonna tell you in another way.
okay.
I am a very, very intense person,
Mhm.
right? And it's a lot of levels to me, and they come out depending on who I'm with
Mhm.
and like what level where they are. If a girl allowed me to express my dark side, then we're gonna see
And
what
I'm
I.
smacking
You
that
do, you
bitch.
do S&M?
If a girl allowed me to express myself in certain ways, then
Like
we'll see what
bondage
happens.
or anything?
You know what I'm saying?
If
like
if
Mr.
the
Gray.
woman
50
he's with
Shades.
allows him to express himself that way, then yes,
So that's
the answer.
yes. That's fascinating.
I know the name. Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
You
50
should let me
Shades of
bond you.
Mario.
You should-
Let me bond you. Yeah, I'm dead.
Past the
should
first
let-
half of your cup yet.
You should let
It's
me
getting
smack
lit.
you.
Yo,
You should
Nah,
let
see, I told you not to answer that.
I mean, you've been smacked during sex, L'Oreal.
I don't play that shit.
You haven't?
I like the choke thing until you choke too much. Like it just
Asphyxiation.
it's like a gentle.
So you're about to die.
Yeah, don't kill me.
Right.
Because I got a lot of living to do. But the smacking, yeah, I don't really play that smacking shit neither. That's the mess.
But somebody's tried it.
Huh?
I don't know if it's some
Nah,
girls
you can
like,
you can hear.
Stephanie would tell you she loves being smacked.
Yeah, I don't
She'd
like
be like,
being
smack
smacked.
me, smack me.
I
No,
don't
don't
like my
smack me.
ass
Smack my ass, but don't smack
mean-
my face. You can come on my face, but don't smack it.
Right.
I actually
Hey, yo,
prefer
hold on
come
real
on my
quick.
face.
Yo, how do y'all
But
fellas
don't
deal with
smack it.
Y'all here every week, right?
Yep.
He's talking
Yeah.
to no one. No, I'm joking. There's no one behind these cameras.
The guys,
Y'all
just us.
y'all
the
just
guys
like-
from Cinematic TV. Yes.
They
So-
don't. I,
Shout
don't
out
know
to
how, I
Cinematic.
actually don't know how they feel about the show. That's
No,
good.
Gigi loves when guys come on her face. And
I
some
do
women
love
think
it.
some women think
I
that's
asked for it.
disrespectful. And when we saw that episode of Insecure,
And then I say thank you.
where Issa Rae
Thank
was
you.
upset that he
Yeah,
came in her
it's good for you.
face. Remember that?
Yeah, remember I told that then
Mhm.
when we talked about that then. I'm gonna ask for it on my face, and then when I get it on my face, I'm gonna thank you for giving me what I wanted.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Now, do you clean it off right away, or do you like?
Sometimes it all depends on where it lands.
Mhm.
Like if it get in my eye, then that shit got to go.
Yeah, you gotta rinse
But if
that
it's
out.
like if it's in a good area where it can kind of like drip and like a little bit and like, I'll give it a minute before I
let it dry.
Or if it's in my hair and we got to get that out.
Have you ever fell asleep and it was dried up on your face?
She's gonna put all the questions on you.
No, but it may
You need to be throwing that right back.
I might have woke up with some crusty hair before because I might not have got it out of
There's
my hair.
something about Mary's situation.
Or maybe it was in my ear one time a little bit. And I had to get it out of my ear.
That sounds like an ear infection, pink eye.
Yeah, because
this is a good remix
can we
for the
talk
songs.
about? Can we talk about girls again? I don't want to keep talking about.
This is about you coming on her face.
Yeah,
it's about me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just saying,
Yo.
not you per se, but
Don't get her in
like,
trouble.
yeah.
Please.
This would be a good remix for Drowning.
On a face.
Oh shit.
On a
Are you
face,
drowning?
thank you.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on right there. That's a lot.
That's too much coming.
Are you ever disappointed, like,
crazy.
if a guy doesn't come enough?
Yes.
Like, what was this little
What
bit?
happened? Where is it?
I was always
Safari
anxious about
told us that means that he's having sex with someone else.
Ooh, is that true? He's cheating if he doesn't have a lot of cum.
that. That's not true.
He's
Actually.
masturbating.
That's not true either. So, no, I'm just giving you from my experience.
Okay.
So there's a practice where you can, because when you release, that's life force that you're releasing, right? So there's a practice that I do.
Life force, all right.
Yeah, it's definitely life force
Mhm.
that I do where you don't release all of it, because when you release all of it, you're basically just like squirting your life force.
Mhm.
So
So you hold back some of it?
yeah, and you rise it up. Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that.
yeah.
So you just come a little bit? I didn't know you just come.
Not all the time. I'm saying if that happens, it's
That's
not
like
always
when
true.
you start peeing and you stop. How is that possible?
Nah,
No,
it's
you can do
different.
that.
It's different.
Guys can't do that.
That's
I
hard,
can't
though.
pee and stop. Once I start peeing, I got to let it all out.
Yeah.
Y'all
If
know
I'm
me and my
about to-
little weak bladder. I got problems.
Crazy.
No, but wait. So do you feel like
Oh, man.
not really relieved? Like you?
No, it's even
Right?
better.
Is it like a half a nut?
It's better?
yeah.
Then you could go. a
Does the
second
rest of it
round?
come out later?
No. No, you literally take that energy, you rise it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's how you got
Save it.
smaller.
You save it.
Maybe. Yeah, you rise it up and it disperses throughout the body. It's called prana. It's life source.
What's it called?
Prana. It's life source.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was seafood.
What?
Prawns.
No,
Shut up,
piranha.
What's going on right now?
I don't know. I'm done.
What is going on
Big
right
shrimp. She
now?
thought it was big shrimp.
Man.
So, like, what's your ideal place?
I feel like y'all are sexually suppressed.
You do?
No. We're nosy.
No.
No. Not because of what y'all asking me. I just feel like it's like,
I feel like you
A
have
lot
sex on a
y'all
way
haven't.
deeper, more spiritual level than we do.
okay, maybe.
That's what What about threesomes?
I've only done it once.
What?
Really?
I'm surprised.
I'm
by that.
surprised to hear that.
Damn.
Only
Too.
once.
I thought you. Was
You didn't like
gonna-
it?
Nah, it was good. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. So why you only did it once? I'm saying
Because I haven't found the right trio that feels right.
Trio.
That feels right. That
It's,
I don't- look,
it's-
I'm not
it's-
going-
It's too many
not
levels of
going-
connection that they got to be deep about.
it's
and
enough
if
to
they
connect
both-
with one person,
Exactly.
the right level. You like
my
you know
point.
What I'm saying?
So with
it's
two of
gotta
them,
be-
it's just too much to level out,
Yeah, it's like-
and then he got to be in the middle.
I could
Like
just.
the
And I'm
Libra
not. I'm
scale.
not about to just go get drunk and just wow because I'm.
Because he
the
not
next day
wasting
I'ma
his
feel
life
like-
force on just two people that they
Yo, straight up, bro.
and that half come.
they're not worthy
doing it.
enough if they're half a
Not
cum
doing it.
because the life force got to go
Yeah.
back to the prana.
Nah, but I
Feel
do
me?
see him with like five. Like I
talking
picture
my
him with like
language now.
5 bitches. For
Right.
some reason.
Me too.
Like yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
say,
yeah.
yeah, bitch.
I feel like
You.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. What's my? That's my alter ego.
Yeah,
That's what you see.
That's just
Mhm.
What made you?
Yeah.
holding a
Yeah,
bottle
see
of
that,
liquor.
that's funny.
Right, a bottle of
shirt.
19
Patron on his
shirt,
dick.
right.
It's
A
like-
bottle of 1942 and 5 bitches, and you like you here.
That shirt look like you need
You,
5
play with your
bitches
nipples.
surrounding you, right?
You
right now.
lick her butt.
Oh, shit.
Like you,
You need
just
to bring
passing out. You
some
just
more
passing
bitches.
out
Y'all
directly.
talking
He's like, I gotta get this shirt in
And
every
go.
color.
Yo, y'all talking crazy.
Now let's talk about the new album, Dancing
Yeah,
Shadows,
please.
that's coming out, right?
Hell of a segue. Okay.
No. I want to hear some
Dancing
more of the
Shadows.
topics
Yeah.
because we know about Drowning. We've
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
that
yeah,
song. So tell
yeah.
us some more of what we can expect.
Definitely. You're definitely gonna get more depth on this album. Don't look to hear like all like club records. Don't look to hear like I didn't wait this long to put out an album to just give you all that. For me, it's like I'm trying to merge like 2 generations because I feel like
That's needed.
I'm in the middle of 2 generations right now, you know, and I feel like there's so much to be said in culture, you know, and I feel like I have a voice that resonates with a lot of people, so I want to use it for the right purpose, you know. So I talk about, of course, I have sexy songs on there, I got vibey songs, R&B records, but I have conscious records on there where I talk about growing up in Baltimore. You know, I got a record called Good Times. That's more of an anthemic record about, you know, being in a dark space but making light of it. Like just records that I feel like will resonate and what people need right now. Like we in a crazy, you know, it's you know, it's painful to be an aware person and see what's going on. And when I'm in the studio working, it's like it's hard for me to just think, all right, what record can I do that's just gonna get popping in the club? Like that's not my purpose, you know. And so I made an album that represents doing shadow work as we're talking about, like digging on a deeper level, you know, which is why I named it Dancing Shadows. But the song Dancing Shadows itself is a progressive, vibey, sexy R&B record. But the deeper level of that song is two people who are with each other but not revealing their true selves because of fear, because of like one wants to control the other. Like everybody wants to be in control, especially in the beginning phases. Like I don't want to. It's that, you know.
People don't ever tell their
it's like
expose their true selves.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take y'all on a ride with this project, you know, and I feel like it's one of them albums where when you listen to it when you by yourself and really get into it, I feel like you'll really feel more connected to who I am as a person and as an artist. And, you know, that's pretty much my goal with this project, to tour, to make credible content that's drowning for me. It's like this for my R&B lovers, this for the ladies, this, you know, but then just like in my real life, I'm gonna take you deeper after I reel you in. That's my goal.
Why such a long break in between albums?
There's a lot that's happened over the past few years, man. Like personally, business wise, just, and also I've released music, but I haven't released a body of work. And I think that's like I'm an album artist. Like people want a body, even though this is a singles market where you can just release singles and singles. For me, I think my depth and my talent requires someone to have a full experience. I want people to have a full experience.
I think you should.
You know
like, I think that people should be proud of bodies of work that are cohesive, that you put together, that have like, you know.
Meaning.
Yeah. I think that's important.
But I think there's still people who want that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
when you said that you are in the middle of two decades and you're merging them or, you know, two eras or whatever, and you're merging them, I feel like that's definitely needed.
Yeah, like thank you. I'm trying to set myself up to have a platform to be more than just an artist you want to hear on music. I want you to look at my art and be like, yo, like I want to, if he do, which I'm working on right now, if he do a museum concept, I want to go, like I want to show you guys who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I have to start with the music because that's what people.
That's what they know. That's what we know.
For, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true. And we have seen you go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you've been honest about a lot of things in your life. You have a charity also that is very near and dear to you, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that helps people relate to you. Like when they've gone through similar struggles and then they can see that you can say, okay, I went through this also. Yeah. That's a really important thing. Like that makes me really, like when there's certain artists out there and I have no idea what's going on in their personal life and why should they put out a song, but I don't really connect to it because I can't relate it to anything going on in their life.
Them.
Like I'm sure like when I hear your songs, I could feel like, okay, he just went through some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I feel like if you're making art today, don't just like use your art as therapy or use it, you know, to continue to build your brand. Like a lot of people do that, but some people, I feel like their art do represent where they are. Some people just aren't as deep as other people. Others are, like, you know, you can't really compare. I'm not gonna say names, but you look at a J. Cole, right? And you hear his music and you hear him speak, like you see the cohesiveness. You know, you see the growth. That's who he really is. That's who he really is. You know, and I admire artists like that because you need artists like that when the majority of artists are representing something completely different, and that's okay too. Like really that's what they do. But you know, I feel like as far as R&B, I am that. That's what I am for R&B, and that's what I want to do with this project. Is really make music. And
your concepts are like deeper. Unique and different. It's not like the same old love song. I like how you're putting a little twist to it, but it's still relatable.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I got a song on the album which I think y'all would enjoy. It's called Too Many Options.
shit.
Uh-oh.
We enjoy that.
Yeah. I mean,
Too many options.
You know, because she's telling me over here, I need 5 options in the bedroom. You telling me I need 5 options in the bedroom. But deep down inside,
I've had 5 options in the bedroom.
See, not me. Wrong one.
Don't you think it's crazy that guys?
Nah, because this is what happened. I had a girl tell me one time. She was a younger girl. I'm like, so what's up with all that? She's like, look, I think the same way dudes think. You gotta be an option to know if you're the one first. You gotta be an option to get chose. And that, like, I'm like, but too many options it can't be good for you. And that's how the conversation.
You gotta DM me on Instagram so I can see if I'm gonna choose you.
Right. But I felt like that song was relevant for what's going on today.
Right.
Like Instagram and social media, it makes it so easy for you to have multiple options.
These people reconnecting.
They have
I haven't seen you in years.
Like the effort can be right here for some people. You ain't got to even meet in person constantly.
It's lazy.
We're back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that song kind of talks about that situation.
That's a fact. I feel like people don't go out and meet each other like they used to.
No.
It's more like, okay, let me look on the gram. I'm in the house tonight, bored. My girl sleep next to me.
We animals, man. It's savagery out here right now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You think, would women say that you're a nice guy like women you've dated?
In the beginning.
In the beginning. What's your sign?
Virgo. How did I know? That's so
how you know
crazy.
That?
Just how
you looked that shit up. Man.
No, I didn't look it up.
You
I would say it from the beginning.
You're Virgo
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I've dated a couple of Virgos before, and you act just the same.
Oh shit!
Damn,
she just played the shit out of you. What happened?
I like Virgos.
What happened with these no good men you dated that was Virgos?
She didn't say that was no good.
Did your Virgo guys like up and disappear sometimes? Just like kind of. Because that's what they do.
I'm going to the store. I'll be back.
I feel like guys
disappear. Like Virgos,
wow.
Virgo guys, they will just fall all the way back and just disappear, and
then come right back.
I feel like I communicate that first. We communicate that first.
I'm about to disappear.
Like, listen, bitch, if I come up missing, don't you worry, don't you fret, I'll be back.
Scorpio, because
oh my God,
I gotta go check on something.
Scorpios are freaks, but they are the worst cheaters and liars ever.
No, Virgo men are very sensual. Right. So maybe that's a freak.
Do you believe in like all this astrology stuff? Like, is there a sign, a woman that you
believe in that? Yeah, of course.
What sign are you attracted to, would you say?
The signs that, honestly, Virgos, I love Virgos. Even on a friendship level, I love Virgo friends. Aquarius, Virgo, Geminis. God damn.
Oh, Gigi.
Geminis are the worst, right, Gigi?
Gemini.
I'm a Gemini, bitch. Gemini men are the worst.
Yeah, Gemini men are crazy.
Both of y'all.
Yeah, so Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio.
Scorpios are freaks. Aquarius are very vocal.
Everybody loves
and opinionated.
Oh well, look.
And Taurus.
The two Capricorns over here, quiet as hell.
Oh, y'all Capricorns?
Everybody loves Capricorns.
Everybody does love Capricorns, though. Everybody loves y'all.
We're very practical people.
You know my favorite line, Jesus was a Capricorn. So
that's a fact.
You know, you got to just know that we in the same, walk of life.
Okay.
So you said women would say in the beginning you're nice, and then what happens?
He's like a sour patch.
Because I think you're asking. No, it's not.
First
what would women say about you? Like, if there's a general consensus.
I feel like you asked that question because like it seems like, okay, so he's a nice guy because he's considerate and he's all of this. But I am all of that. But there's like levels to me. So then not that I don't get nice. They just like, oh shit, you have this side too.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I just didn't know you were that too. So it's like.
Like what? You were what?
I mean,
like give me an example.
Just the darker side, you know. And that can be
the
50 different
Shades
ways.
Darker side.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Grader.
Yeah.
You know, they always say that men like
Mario
women who are crazy. Do you feel like you like women that are classified as, damn, she a little crazy?
I think I bring the crazy out of women.
Ah, shit.
Not in a bad way. Y'all keep thinking everything, but not in a bad way.
We're just playing with you. Everything was like, oh shit.
I like to bring out the side of people that they're scared to explore. Because I think like that's like where the magic is. Like, creatively. Like I like if I'm around a woman, I want her to be a muse too. And I want to be her muse.
Right.
Like I'm a creative person. I need creative
energy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? All the time. So it's like, I like to bring out all sides of you.
Are there limitations on anything for you? Like in the bedroom, what are you like? Okay.
You going back to that? Okay.
I mean, it's lip service.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you. What was the whole concept? Okay, so I get it now.
We want to know all your freak stuff.
Limiting himself in that 1942.
Oh, see,
Listen, this my second cup.
He's very limited.
I get to it. But what'd you say?
Are there some limitations like in the bedroom? Like, do you use food? Do you play with, are you into toys?
Vibrating cock ring?
You use a cock ring? Yeah.
Like, there's certain things I've never done none of that.
You never used toys?
Yeah, but not that.
Tie up.
Not that before.
So what toys have you used? Handcuffs?
We don't get into specifics, but I say
Come
this.
on, we want to know.
I know. I say this.
Specifics. Get Pacific.
I just feel like that's for me and whoever I'm with. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I'm joking.
I
don't kiss and tell. I'm a gentleman.
We got to bring out his dark side. Give him a shot.
I gave him
there's levels.
That's not. Y'all don't want that.
He put his drink
Y'all don't
down.
want that. Y'all don't.
What
want
level are we on?
How long? The last 10
Hold
minutes.
on, I got you some 1942.
The last 10 minutes, I promise I'll take a shot.
Well, you're not even drinking the regular drink or sipping.
That's not regular. Ain't shit regular about this.
I just want to say, I asked, what drink does he want?
That's like a triple shot.
Hey, y'all be letting her get y'all up here. She ain't. Nah.
This
I'm a
bottle
pro
was
at this.
$1,000. You just letting it sit.
All right, listen. All right, no, you know what? All right, you know what? You're right. I did ask for it. Look, I asked for the 1942. I'm like, they ain't gonna get 1942.
Why wouldn't we get it?
Cheers.
Oh, did you just call me broke?
Nah. That's the difference between cheap and broke. Nah, just
You just called me cheap.
You get 1942.
I tried to get you the
guys.
You asked for Perrier's UA Rose. You get
No, we
Perrier's
are
UA
celebrating
Rosé.
because you do have a new single and video
All right,
out
we-
today,
all right. Ooh,
Drowning.
she good.
Cheers
She's good.
to drowning.
We want you to
You've been
drown.
doing this for a while. They ain't
It's
fair.
1942.
Drowning in the 1942.
Cheers to
Okay.
drowning in the pussy.
All right, here, cheers.
With
Exactly.
the 1942.
That's right. Here you
After
go.
the 19.
Here's
Cheers
to
to
Gigi
drowning.
drowning with cum on her face.
Absolutely.
All right.
She thought she was drowning.
You didn't even drink nothing. I don't know. You
Yeah, man.
bamboozled.
It's
Move
just
in
like the
my face.
boxing round when it be like, that's the part. So you got to drink up right now.
Moving my
Let's go.
pace. You know,
Fight.
we're good.
No?
Okay, where are some places that it's not good to have sex? Like,
Not good?
Yeah. Like, I think, like, in the ocean is not good. Even though
Yeah,
it
the
sounds
ocean
good.
is too salty.
Water sex.
The water's
listen.
too salty.
Right.
Water sex.
I need salt in my
But
diet.
the ocean
Water
is
not
good
for
for
the vagina.
foreplay and like just that energy of the ocean being in it. Like that's just
The idea of it is very sexy.
being. Don't do this if you can't handle it. But being like tipsy in the ocean or sober, whatever. But the first time I swam in the ocean was my 25th birthday, and I was with my girl at the time, and we went out. We were gone off
Were
of
you on
something.
like a really good
We went
beach?
out in the ocean at night, and we literally swam
See, I
like
don't do that.
super far out.
At night?
I
Yeah,
can't
she was
trust
a
the ocean at night.
Scorpio.
I can't see it.
Yeah,
She was a Scorpio.
she's freaky.
Sounds like
Yo, she
drowning
didn't
part
care.
2.
Drowning.
We were out in the ocean kissing, like you know that when somebody got water on them, like it just feel. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy.
Listen,
So it was fun, but I do agree.
I'm so scared to go into the ocean at night because I can't see
I
it.
don't-
You don't care.
Like if I can't see what's in the water, and I don't play around with the wild. I don't
You
play
need
around
to-
with the
Nah,
ocean. If I can't see what's in that water, I'm not fucking with
I
it.
can't swim, so I'm not doing it.
And I can swim, but I need to see what's around me in that water. If I
However,
can't see
I
through the
will get
water,
in the
I'm not
hot tub.
getting in it past my knees.
Right.
I'm sorry. I need
The
to know
hot
what's in
tub is
there.
also a very
Nah, the hot tub
overrated
is-
place to have sex. It's
Overrated?
Any water is overrated for sex. The shower is overrated. The pool is overrated. The hot tub is over. It's all overrated. And what people
Damn,
don't
you're making
realize.
it sound very unsexy.
Well, what people
don't
don't
know,
realize
man.
is that water is not good for the vagina.
I agree.
I
I
clean
agree.
mine.
I've heard some,
I clean mine too.
but every girl,
But
like some
having
girls.
sex, but having sex in water is not good for the vagina. That's my point.
Water does good for my vagina.
No. Having sex in water is not good for the vagina.
You know what's the worst? If
Extra
water gets up
GYN.
in there and then it's like trapped in air.
Trapped.
The worst thing is when there's
water,
air in your
queefing,
vagina and
it's
you queef.
gross.
But sometimes like that air gets in your vagina.
That's
and
a
then,
fake squirt.
I
Yeah.
hate that. That's embarrassing.
Water.
But yeah, water's probably not the best place to have sex.
What other places are not good to have sex? Would you say?
Anywhere where you're gonna be distracted,
Mm-hmm.
like by people you don't want to be, like you know, it's like you don't want to go somewhere like. I got tents all in my cars. Like I got tents, so we can always, if we want to get something off in the car, we can pull over wherever. But public places can be fun, but not if you really into the person.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get distracted.
We don't want to
at
see
some
you on
point.
TMZ. Like,
Yeah, you gonna like you know.
sing a Mario.
Where else?
Right.
Where else
Have a
is
picture
not a
of you
good
with
place?
your pants down.
His little butt crack hanging out.
Yo, come on. You,
Like,
you're such
L'Oreal.
a freak. You're a freak.
What about licking butt? Since L'Oreal brought up her butt crack. No, you won't do that?
Or getting your butt licked.
He said no comment.
comment.
That's a yes.
The pussy is
That's a yes. Let me make sure I don't accidentally drink his drink.
No comment.
No, like Kevin Gates with the toes. You seen
Ooh,
that?
do you suck toes?
Yeah.
But like him, I feel like there's
absolutely.
The
If
levels.
you suck toes, you eat ass.
It's levels to
If you suck
fucking-
toes,
Yo,
you
what
eat
is
ass.
this? Like, what? Like, come on, of course.
We're nasty.
Listen, I need y'all to stamp date that
Yo,
for right
what is
now.
this?
What's today's date?
Welcome, we're disgusting.
Stamp date and time. Angela
Listen,
Yee said,
if I'm-
you suck toes, you lick ass. Okay.
That's not true.
And cut.
You think that's true?
I definitely think that's true. I'm gonna prove it right
I
now.
think it's
no,
true.
I
You
don't
think
think
it's
it's true because
Everybody thinks
I
it's
don't
true.
suck toes, but I
Yo,
lick ass.
how is
You
that
never
even
sucked the
doing the
toe?
I
same?
never sucked the toe in my life,
y'all
but I
crazy.
put my
Because it's like a hygiene
toe.
thing, and I
Listen.
think your butt probably cleaner than your feet.
No, she
I've
said
gotten
if
really
you
lucky
suck
that
the
all the girls that I've ever
But I
dated
don't
had
suck toes.
really sexy feet,
But I
Okay.
eat butt.
and
You don't-
I definitely
I don't
am
suck
into
toes.
pleasing the women I'm with. So yeah, I'm definitely eating the toe.
And they are. If their
sure.
toes are clean, their butt clean too.
So,
I'm not looking nothing unless it's clean. Like I
Well,
can't.
yeah, I hope not. Don't be
Yeah,
with
you
nobody
know that.
dirty.
I don't. First of all, get in the shower. I don't like that unless that you really, really my nigga. Like I've been fucking with you. Then okay, I'll suck your salty,
I'm not
sweaty
even
dick.
gonna.
But
And
that-
put some
so
Patron
sometimes
on.
though, you
I had
be
that Patron with salt.
sometimes
And lime.
you're so like into somebody, and sometimes you so turned on by that person, like you will consider doing certain shit that
Anything.
you wouldn't.
yeah, if that's your, that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
Toes
If
in my
that's
mouth.
your partner.
Well, Mario, would you
Depends.
has a girl ever sucked your toes?
Yes,
Of
Yeah.
course.
He laughed at that. It tickled.
he probably has pretty toes.
I bet he has.
So I-
Yeah, let's
There's
see.
some
let's
guys
see.
that like
That
have
would be a
disgusting
first.
feet.
If you took his
Can
shoes
Can we
off.
see your
fucking with
toes?
y'all, I'm not about to-
I think they are pretty. Let me
I ain't got
see.
time.
Gigi has a foot fetish.
I don't have. Yeah, he got nice
If he take his toes out, you gotta lick one.
Yeah, right.
Y'all crazy.
For the
You're
first
taking
time,
it out.
for the first time ever, we got toes out and Gigi licking toes.
Please take it out.
Y'all had somebody up here talking crazy.
We wanted
Nah,
to be
honestly,
you.
I'm gonna be honest. If this wasn't on camera, there'd be a lot of things that I talk about with y'all.
Well, people can still hear it, just so you know.
After party.
I said if it wasn't.
I know, but people would still hear. Oh, you mean if we weren't even
If it was
recording
just us
it?
and we
If
was
it was just a
out
regular conversation.
If it's
Oh.
it'd
okay.
be like I would.
He would feel a little bit more.
Pretend to
Yeah,
turn
just
these
like-
off.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
Okay, guys, and that's lip
Bye.
service. So what was you saying?
What
No.
about what about squirting? Do you remember the first
yeah.
time a woman squirted with you?
Absolutely.
Did you know what it was?
Mm,
Did you know it was pee?
Drowning Part 3.
yeah, it kind of did. It freaked me out because she was riding me, and we was on the couch.
Was it your couch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sucks.
yeah, nah, yeah, it was crazy. But actually, nah, I put a towel down because
So you okay?
yeah, like you know it's gonna get messy, so you might as well put a towel down.
Yeah. I don't think
No.
I've ever
I mean,
does that?
I'm not about to
No.
just let
No
you
one's
all
ever
over
put
my
a towel
couch.
down for me.
Yeah, like nah.
That's
Virgos
crazy.
are very anal. They're very clean.
Yeah, like
they're very
if we're gonna have
organized.
sex on the couch, I'm
Very.
gonna.
I've
man,
never had anybody put a towel down.
I don't
So
put
I'm
a
just
towel
gonna
down
let
when
you-
I'm fucking on my period.
Nah,
Is she on her period?
nah, I'm just
Okay.
not putting. I'm not letting. Nah,
Was the
that's
couch white?
like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but it probably costs a lot of money.
Honestly, it was like
Was it
that's
leather?
that
Was it alpaca?
upstairs in my crib. Like that's
Was
where
it
when you
purple
first
velvet?
come in, like you know, that's where like everything got to be like spotless because it's like
Oh, the white
We can-
crumbs.
The
like,
white
That's
rum,
a
right.
fancy
it's
way
like
to-
kind of
so
like
you
you know what I mean. I don't
want
even
to
like people
clean.
sitting on the couch upstairs.
Oh, you
So
got
let her know.
plastic on your
You got
couch.
plastic.
Let her- no.
He an
Not
old
that deep.
granny.
I just don't.
And mothballs
That's like, you know what I'm
in the
saying?
closet.
But that particular time, it was like, all right, we about to go in right here. But
Wait, let me get a
Luckily.
towel.
Yeah, that ruins the mood.
I'll be
nah,
right
but
back.
I already put it like
Don't
it was.
move.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
get-
right.
Oh shit! No, it wasn't even a towel. It was one of the throws. It was one of the throws.
I be having
bad.
throws
It was
on
one
my
of the
couch.
throws.
Yeah,
I'm
but you're not
tripping.
fucking on it.
It was
That's
one of
for
the
your
throws.
company to
That's
throw.
Yeah.
that's really what they do on the
That's
porn
easy to
show.
wash.
They put the blanket
She knows.
the same
Yeah.
color.
I
Like
just
porn
It was
listen.
one
shows.
of the throws.
It's the blanket that matched the same exact color.
But they
put that-
can't never use the blankets at your house on the couch now.
He washes them.
Now we don't trust you.
Not true.
It could have been yesterday. We don't know what
He
happened.
was like, let me put this
Yeah,
throw down.
man.
My girls
He threw
come.
that
I mean,
Don't
you
use
should
this
just
nigga's throat.
you should
Don't
just
use that
assume
throw
that
no more.
anyway. Wherever you
Throw it
go
away.
with somebody's
Yeah, I
house,
don't
you don't
fuck with
know what they
nobody's
doing in their house. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When the
But
last
to
time
make
you
it
wash
so,
your throws?
she
No, he threw
she
that away.
jumped up
after
off
that.
me.
And she
and she
squirted
was-
on it. He threw it away.
No, I ain't throw it away.
You washed it?
Yeah, I washed it.
It's a
Oh,
silver.
That was a Gucci
all right,
throw,
throw it
girl.
away.
Yeah, that's right. He
Man.
got money.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, yeah, she stood up. She You know what I mean? She squirted. And I didn't want to lose my cool because I didn't want to mess up her situation because I didn't know what was going on because she was still going crazy.
Damn, this
right?
visual is crazy.
Yeah, she was still going crazy. She stood up. She was like holding on to me. She stood up and jumped up on the couch, like right here.
Damn.
Like went from here to like right here and just was
like
outta
Jurassic
here.
Park.
So I'm holding on.
Jurassic Park.
I'm holding on her
Roller coaster
waist.
ride.
I'm holding on her waist, and I'm still ready. So I grabbed her and I put her back on me, and we
Wait,
got back
how
to
did
it.
she jump on the couch in the midst of squirting?
Yeah, she
had
did.
superhero strength.
She was a Power Ranger.
Because no, in the middle,
Pink Power Ranger.
in the middle of it, she asked me. She was like, "Oh, I'm about to come," and then she jumped up.
Damn.
So and I'm like,
About to squirt.
right. So I'm like, I'm gonna let her do whatever she want. Like I want her to.
That was
I'm about to
that was
My legs give out.
golden. That was a platinum.
I'm about to come. Ain't no jumping up.
I would have went to jump up and fell on the damn ground.
What if she
Nah, I was holding her. I was holding her.
He was holding her waist
Yeah, I was holding her.
like
still.
a cheerleader.
You are you sir.
Nah, but I was controlling that waist. What you talking about? You know how like when the girl riding you and she get a little tired, you gotta help her.
We don't.
No, I'm
Right.
tired.
No, because she's it's like
Act like yeah, right. Come on, man.
If
I don't get
Don't act
tired.
like
I don't get tired.
yeah, right.
I don't get tired.
You
If-
gotta-
If anything, my legs get a little sore.
I'm
Charlie
just saying,
voice.
you gotta,
No,
know,
when you
sometimes
put it on
you.
your feet and you know what I'm saying when you're doing it that way.
Nah,
and
I
you
ain't
don't
doing
put
all
your
the
feet-
squats.
I'm sorry,
and
go ahead.
Your legs get a little tired.
He's like, please, can I
Like, I
talk?
don't know how I get it, but I feel you. I feel you. You don't get tired. That's what's
I
up.
don't get tired.
No, I understand you. That's a gentlemanly thing to do. You know, sometimes we're squatting down, our legs hurt, we need a little assistance.
No, he
I'm
didn't
just
say
trying-
that. He said she got tired of rocking her hips, so he had to move them for her.
Yeah.
He was moving her.
not
hips.
moving. Listen, not moving for her, but assist
Yes.
the
He had to
motion.
help her
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
with
Okay.
keeping in
Like
rhythm.
That's
spotting.
good because
Exactly.
I don't like when guys.
Yeah, right?
what's up.
It's like spotting weights.
I don't like when guys are very still when you're doing work and they just there.
I didn't say I was still.
No, I'm
Ain't
agreeing
nothing
with
still.
you.
Clearly,
Sarah,
guys are
I'm
throwing
trying
it
to
back.
help you.
Oh, what
you
happened?
were-
Go ahead.
I'm
go
you
ahead.
were
saying
rocking
you're
the
right.
boat.
That's good that you were doing that because I don't like when guys are just like there
when they
Yeah.
just lay
and
there
you're
and look
writing
at
and
you.
they're just like.
No, I took some assistance.
Right. I think that's
that's
good. You're
The
supposed to
helping
be
hand.
doing
I
stuff
do
with your
too.
hands. You know. Are you a kisser?
With some
Oh
girls.
my God.
No, yes, I am. No,
He's a
listen.
kisser.
He only kisses
He
the
ain't
toe.
kissing everybody.
Yeah, like it's. But I'm gonna speak for now. Now, yeah, because most of the girls, if I'm sleeping with you, I'm into you like that. So, yeah,
He
definitely.
not
But
just
before you
passing
didn't
out.
used to be that.
He just not passing out charity
nope.
dick no more.
Do you feel bad
Nope.
about anybody like from the past that you might have did wrong? Like, damn, I kind of
Of
dogged her.
course.
Have you ever apologized?
Just because I know how, like on a deeper level, I know how much, like, listen, I know, like, women, like, they put themselves through the most out here sometimes
Mhm.
to like, get that attention and, they trying to fill that void. So, like, I feel bad about a couple of them that I, like, really dogged out a little bit, yeah.
Did you ever try to make it
honestly-
work with one of them? Like, maybe I fucked up.
No, I'm not going to try to make it work to fix it. Nah, not like that. More like if I saw them again, I just treat them with a little more respect.
Maybe send her a bottle in the club.
1942.
Nah, nothing different.
Nah, no, not all that.
It's just more like an energetic, like little,
some Bel Air.
extra little attention, like more, just a vibe real quick. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
bottle boy.
Instead of ignoring it when I see it, like I don't know her, just more like
Damn, you've
You do that?
ignored people?
Yeah, sometimes,
Here goes the dark
because I'm gonna
side.
tell you,
There's the dark
Damn.
side.
no, but I'm
Hello,
gonna tell you,
Mr.
Gray.
tell you, like some people be putting on, like when they're around in certain environments, and they put I don't like that, so
Oh.
I'm gonna ignore you. Like if you try to
Show they ass.
for the wrong reasons,
Okay.
but if you want some, like when somebody real with you, like
Right.
when
Don't
somebody's
embarrass
just
if you
trying-
see us in the club after this.
you know what I mean? Oh y'all no, of course not.
Nah,
Can
I
you
ain't even
imagine-
gonna
I can't see y'all being
I
like.
want to be embarrassed. Look.
No, I can't see y'all.
You'll be
being
like, oh.
weird. and
That's
shit.
security.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now, what about women who post thirst traps? Let's just say you're dating somebody, but she's still. We just saw this happen with Kourtney Kardashian, right? You saw she posted a picture. She had like a little thong bikini on.
Her little flat.
And her little floppy hat. Her
And the
butt
guy
is
that's
so
dating
she got the
her, he
flattest
said-
Kardashian butt.
He said,
He basically said, so this is what you do for
Likes. Yeah.
underneath the
Who said
comment.
what?
Her
The,
boyfriend.
the guy that she's dating.
Kourtney Kardashian.
It was
'Cause
like,
she
this is
posted a
what you have
picture.
to
She had
do
on a
for
little
life.
thong bikini, and it was like.
It was a from behind picture.
Right.
Do you think that if you're in a relationship with somebody, they shouldn't be posting like thirst trap type pics?
I mean, it
You post
depends-
thirst traps all the time, though. I guess.
It depends on who. Like
Ignore that.
it depends. No, it depends on who you dating. Like, what you mean? You knew that what you was getting into. Like,
Ooh,
I don't feel like she was really one of the sisters. She's the only one that I don't think
very
was
calm.
like showing her ass.
But she was like always with Scott, and she was the first one to be a mom, and
she trying to keep up with the Kardashians.
She's the oldest,
she gotta have
right?
an ass out.
She's the oldest.
She's the oldest one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people can do whatever they want. Like do whatever you want, babe. Like I'm
do
not
what
tripping.
makes you happy, right?
But don't be authentic. Like if you start doing stuff that's out of your character, and you my girl, I'm gonna look out for you. Like you good? Like what you what you meant to do?
Like if you're
getting like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Did you mean to post that picture?
I don't.
That's not
Were you trying to send that to me?
That type of petty shit.
Send that to me.
Like that type of. If it's not your character, and I see you doing something that's not your character, I'm gonna ask you about it. I'm not your father. If I don't like something, I might speak up on it, but I'm not gonna like force you to be. I'm not. I don't have time to babysit. Like I'm not gonna argue with you about what you're doing. Like do whatever you want to do. If I don't like it, I'm gonna stop fucking with you.
Right.
But I feel like that's not a comment. It should be a conversation, or like
it should or shouldn't.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been a conversation before it was
not
a comment. Like if you my dude and you really messed
her and said something about the picture.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm never ever commenting. I'm never in life ever putting my business out there.
I've never seen you do that.
Crazy.
It's never gonna happen, bro.
You never get tempted to say, I can't do it. Cause see,
I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna talk to you.
Gigi and L'Oreal over here lying because they know they be right up on social.
I wouldn't
not
have
what I'm
comment
doing,
underneath my dude's picture and said nothing. I might comment underneath a bitch picture like bitch. What the fuck
Exactly. I wouldn't do that.
I'm not doing none of that.
No. Not now in my day and age, but I have before.
Right.
Like I definitely.
I'm not doing any of that. We talking in person, or we not talking. Like I'm not doing none. I'm not putting myself. I'm not doing none of that. For what?
Yeah, I think he made himself look crazy when he did.
Yeah,
that.
for what?
Yeah. What if a girl posted a picture with you that you're dating, and you had no idea she was gonna do that? Like y'all took a selfie, and then she posted it. Would that bother you?
Nah, because if I'm taking a picture with you, like. And I mean, I'm taking a picture with you. I'm letting you take the picture. So if you post it, like that's on
What
me.
if she wrote Zaddy?
Cool. It's all good.
And she's 15.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
What?
Oh, you
and she
that?
what?
No, I said then she is 15.
To say Zaddy? Gigi be saying that?
Oh, sorry, Gigi.
What does that mean?
Daddy.
I've seen it a lot, but what does it mean to
I
that?
don't know. I guess it's
like a ratchet.
It's a ratchet way of saying daddy. I don't know. I'm from Philly. Philly people say zaddy all the time.
Okay.
It's like saying
I think it's sexy. I like it.
You like what?
I like when girls like
call you zaddy?
Like
or daddy.
Both.
Okay.
You like being called daddy?
I don't never use daddy.
I mean, yeah, if it's it's a vibe. It's
a vibe. Shit.
Some people think that's weird.
It's not it's not a necessity, but I'm not gonna be mad if you do. It's like
I use it.
You do?
Yeah, I use it. Why not?
All right. Now we have one question that we're going to ask you that people always email in advice questions.
Right.
So I have one for you. All right. So this person said, I'm currently single, but I need advice on a situation. I met someone last year. We've been kicking it and caught feelings, but he backed off from me when he started going through some personal things and we stopped talking. It had been maybe 3 months or so, and he ended up coming back and we talked about everything. During the period of us not talking, he messed around with someone else. He told me it all. We've been talking and hanging out since. He says he's devoted, but he tells me things because he respects the woman I am, but he doesn't want a relationship right now. I respect that, but I don't know how long I'm willing to wait or if I even should. Another guy I've known most of my life is now trying to spend time with me and go places, but I don't want to mess up what could be. It's just difficult when I don't know what to expect. What do you think I should do? I don't want to close myself off to be with someone that really wants to be with me, waiting on something that may never happen.
That's your answer,
That's
girl.
tough. Well, it sounds like to me that the first guy he's going through some transitions in his life. He's trying to find himself, trying to figure out what he wants, but he don't want to lose her. But he want to be honest with her, communicate, with her. And he's hoping that in his honesty that she'll wait around for him. But at the same time, in that process, I don't think that she should like stop herself from meeting new people.
Right, because if somebody tells you, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, you have to believe that. And a man has to respect it.
I'm going to tell you, when a dude tell you something, he's telling you like, he's like telling you, if he's open with you, it's real. Like if he tell you like, yo, I'm not good for you right now, and you're like, no, I believe it, because he's being honest with you. So.
Have you said that to people?
Absolutely.
I just said that earlier today.
I think she should live in the moment. I think that she should live her life and not wait for this guy because she can miss out on something great waiting for him if he ain't ready. Life is about timing and about people crossing paths when the time
Absolutely.
is necessary.
You have
and
to like.
If he crossed her path, but it's not a necessary time for her, and somebody else is in her path that's a necessary time for her, then she should move on to.
Don't block your blessing, girl.
Exactly. Don't block your blessing.
Sis need to live her best life because I know like females that have really waited.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the guy didn't get engaged to another woman.
Oh, you talking about been sitting there waiting and you didn't miss out on
Stevie
what
J?
Oh no, that's not what I was talking about. But even well, get into that. You know, Stevie J and Faith. Like, who cares? Let's go. You know,
they got married.
Yeah, they got married. But you telling one person, wait, you know, and then you go and marry somebody else.
I think it's time for us, just as a people, to just be more vulnerable and honest with each other. Like, just because it's like, yo, what is all of this? Like, do not stop someone else's blessings because of your fears. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be honest, be open, be raw, be real, because that's going to bless you later on. Karma is a real thing. And people think that karma is like, oh, only if I do something bad. No. Karma is anytime you are disharmonious within yourself, that's karma. It's not about other people. It's about you and the universe, you and God, whatever you want to call it. So whenever you're unauthentic with yourself on the deepest levels, that's, to me, in my opinion, how I live my life now, that's karma. So if I'm lying to you, trying to keep you around, like, eventually it's going to come back on me in some way, shape, or form.
Like a backup plan, I feel like some guys do. Because they're like, I know she's not going nowhere, you know?
Well, until she gone.
And sometimes we just don't want to lose what we feel like is, you know, something potentially good, you know, out of selfishness. You know?
I feel like Mario's my therapist.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we can go a lot deeper. Let's do a private session.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried tantric sex?
I have.
I knew it. What's the longest that went for you? Do you like it?
I don't play with it. Like, it's not something I'm like, oh, let's just try tantric sex. It's like, if I feel like me and this person has
it has to be the right person, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you can't do that with just anybody.
Like,
right.
You know,
you got to
like,
understand it.
How do you even try that the first time? I've read about it, but
I think the first step is really like spending time with yourself and kind of getting in tune with, like, we talked about.
Both of you have to
before.
be that way.
Yeah,
like you have to be in tune with yourself, and the female that you're with has to be in tune with herself as well. You have, to
and then you don't have sex, right?
Necessarily on that.
You don't have
level.
No, you have sex, but it's you're mixing sacred practices with sex. You know, breathing exercises, meditation before, meditation after, affirmations, putting things like envisioning. You know what you both want to manifest. Like, I mean, I do it in my own ways, but I think the practice in general is really being in touch.
Yeah, because somebody
with the process.
I don't think I had enough sex to get to this point yet.
Right.
Tantric?
Yeah.
You got to get more in touch with yourself.
Nah, I feel like that's
Angela's on her way. She's meditating. And
I need to.
You're going to be trying tantric.
I'm happy. I'm happy that you are. I'm happy.
Listen, you know what? It's like my life is so hectic. I need to make sure that I'm just very like, you know, I mean, I'm a chill person.
Grounded.
Like, I'm a happy person. Things are going well. I count my blessings. I thank God all the time, you know, but I do feel like sometimes I have so many different things going on. I got to like take a few minutes.
For yourself.
Yes.
To just.
You got to tune out sometimes.
Yep.
You got to tune out because you can deplete yourself energetically, you know?
But don't tune out too much because then you get stuck in a space that you don't want to be in, and I've experienced that.
Damn.
No, I have.
All right, we're going to get more into that on the next episode with Gigi. And don't deplete yourself all at once like Mario.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Save it back.
You got to hold.
Yeah, hold back a little bit.
You can't let it all out.
Well, listen, we appreciate you for coming through. Again,
Thank you.
The album's coming out in the
fun.
fall.
Late fall. The single's out now. Drowning video's out.
Drowning.
And
video.
yeah. Thank you for having me. It's been fun. It's been fun.
good.
I feel like I know you a lot better. But
We definitely feel like we know you a lot better.
We definitely know you a lot better. Was your experience what you expected, being as though that you have watched previous
yeah, actually, it's better.
episodes and had questions about?
Nah, it's better.
Did you get your questions answered?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
We had a good time.
It was better.
We're all gonna try something different.
And that's all I want to evoke. I just want to evoke people to open up to new things, new awareness of themselves, of the world, being more aware, just spreading love in a different way.
What are some things
Getting
you feel like you
in
have to
touch.
open up to?
Finding girls that are on his level so that he can have more threesomes.
He took them glasses off, so these questions about to get good.
No, he about to finish at 1942. He said in the last 10 minutes.
You know, that's a great question. I never really thought about it.
Because I drank it's empty. It's gone. Look, twice.
What were you gonna say?
My
What are some things you feel-
1942.
What are some things you feel like you got to open up more to?
That's a really good question. I had never thought about it, but I feel like I need. I'm pretty open, man. I'm pretty open minded. That's like, it's more about time for me.
You think about marriage?
You know, okay, that's one thing. I have thought about it. Kids, the idea of having kids.
You never slipped up?
Long time ago.
Okay.
Like I was like 16, 17. Yeah, but after that, nah. Nope.
So, but you do want to have kids.
He proud of that.
I'm so proud of it.
You can't wait though. That would be a
you
good
should
time.
be.
Yo, that process is that was the most stressful, uncomfortable situation I ever experienced. Like having to go to the clinic and do all like it was.
Oh, you went?
Of course. Yeah, I
What
went.
a sweetheart. And you had a song out at the time?
Yeah.
Was you signing autographs in there?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was private.
Oh,
It was private.
Okay, so y'all was.
What you
That
thought
was
you
the deal though.
was
The
at the
deal
public.
was like, and I didn't force it, but the deal was like, if it happens, she's like, yo, at least go with me. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm with you.
Was she older?
No, she was around my age.
That's scary for her too.
I don't see him as being the type to date older women.
At 16, I felt like you was fucking mad.
Because you
women.
said,
Yeah.
well then, but not now.
That's a crime, by
because
the way.
you have this whole like
Nah.
thing about you with like knowing who you are and being in control and being like a guidance force sort of in a relationship.
Nope.
So I feel like that you would kind of go to women that are your age or younger.
the
Because
older.
I've done both.
Okay.
Yeah, like I went from one extreme to the other, like in the past year and a half.
Okay, we would love for you to have a threesome
Yeah.
with a mother and a daughter.
You know
Yo,
what?
crazy,
And
bro.
so-
Yo, she crazy.
Bye, Angela. Good night.
Trio.
Okay, lip service. Thank you so much, Mario, for
Thank you, yeah.
coming through.